Namaste, and come back to class. Thank you for sitting with me in an undivided attention. And we're continuing to answer questions. Thank you so much for sending it to me. And the question here, we continue about chakras. They say, when we talk about cords, are the cords attached to any chakra? Let's see the chakra system again as filaments that have two main presence. The filaments that are attached to your essence through your heart center. The chakra who have more filaments is the heart. And in there you have the filaments that goes deep, deep in the very core of your essence. The seed of you. Everything that you have traveled, everything that is deep in the inspirations of yourself is there inside your heart, in the very depths, in the cave, the mystic caves. Some mystic writings define it like that. And then there is the filaments that are a consequence of the quality, frequency of the internal filaments. And that looks like it goes outside, but is actually going into a mirror of yourself. So it's not really going outside. However, cords are established when you are not self-responsible. When you are thinking that you need another person to give you your sense of life, your sense of worth, your sense of dignity, your sense of expansion. When you establish that dependency, you have an umbilical cord, and that umbilical cord is mostly from the navel down. And that you need to be aware, because in the extension of cords, you're stealing energy from others, and you are allowing, through your delusional way of perceiving, you are allowing also to be taking energy from you. See, the whole creation is about energy. All races are fighting because of energy. How to get more energy in the form of perception, in the form of clarity, in the form of propulsions and technology, is all about energy. Our energy is infinite produce and infinite available when we understand polarities, because the friction of two opposite forces create energy. But if you're extending as an umbilical cord to other, you're an appendix. You're not really generating your own life, therefore you may have a sense of poverty in any field, financially, physically, socially. because you are dependent. So bringing the cords back or cutting the cords, it means you are deciding to be more yourself and self-generate energy at the level of your emotions. You are not the ping pong of opinions of others. You're centered. You're not saying, oh, please give me an Instagram picture so I can feel good. Give me likes, right? You are not emotionally dependent on the other actions or opinions. This is one example. That is when you don't have a cord. Mentally, same thing. When you are receiving the teachings and you're not spinning on the teachings, but you are saying how these teachings apply to myself, how I am learning, how I am incorporating. Am I writing them like a dogma that, oh, I should be doing this, otherwise I am wrong? That is the wrong way of incorporating the teachings. Right? The end will be that you'll feel so oppressed that with a lot of things to do or things to believe. But that's not the case. It's totally the opposite. We don't want to create dogma, we want to create inquiry. So that's another way where you start feeling more independent. The third part is actually activating that passion within you, that call from the essence of the heart that comes in an electrical way and say, do this. And by doing something new, you need to let go of something old. That you need to be aware, because we are very greedy. We want to start something new, but we don't want to let go of the old. So the cords are really about how dependent you are for your self-worth, for your sense of intelligence, for your physical body as well, right? All this part. When you have self-security, when you are self-centered, when you are dwelling in that relationship between your essence and you, then everything makes sense. Everything flows. Everything, you're secure from your heart. And that is felt in your first chakra, your second chakra, and all the rest of the chakras. So, talking about cords in another level, let's say when you have lived with somebody for a long time, especially in couples, you establish certain dependencies. You think that without the other you cannot exist. That if he die or she die or the separation, that is an illusion, because you are not refreshing your sense of partnership. You are not refreshing your growth. So with that, sadly, when couples get apart or die or divorce, they feel like a very disruptive thing instead of feeling that is a renovation, that is a celebration, because you are gaining more inner strength that it may be finishing the contract. So we can talk a lot about cords and cutting cords and things like that, but really we can do many ceremonies about cutting cords. But if you have no self-independence, you most likely continuing through sarcasm, through fear, through opinions, or through any other emotion, you're maintaining the sense of identity through the actions of others. Hopefully this is helpful, and thank you for sitting with me in this class, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.